What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Saturday, March 9th, 2019. Since it's the 9th of March, that means today is 93 on a Saturday. This doesn't happen all the time. So the fact that this happens, once every 7 years or so, Saturn equals 93. Today is 9/3 on a Saturday. Donald J. Trump equals 68. Donald John Trump equals 68. It's the 68th day of the year. See what I'm saying? Donald equals 31. It's 3, 9, 19, chaos 19. 3 plus 9 plus 19 is 31. Saturn 42 to reflection 24. So Donald Trump's going to be in some big ritual today. A very important ritual. Freemason 51. This is a number they also like to use just on White House propaganda in general as well. Conspiracy 51, Federal 51. He's an actor for the federal government. But without elaborating on that, I just had to point that out. But this video is about vaccines, the number 57. Vaccine using alphabetical order. V is the 22nd letter, A is the first, C is the third. So add those all, 57. So you can just go type in vaccine 57. Look what they get you. Unvaccinated boy, 6, spent 57 days in the hospital with tetanus. Tetanus equals 44, kill number. But an unvaccinated boy spending 57 days. Vaccine equals 57. Vaccine equals 42. When you reverse the alphabetical order and reduce each letter to a single digit. So this is where A is 26, Z is 1. That's why A is 8, because 2 plus 6 is 8. Boy equals 42 as well. So boy 42, vaccine 42, vaccine 57, 57 days. And this was published March 8th. It was published March 8th. Death 38. But that was a date with 38 or 30 numerology. 3 plus 8 plus 19. Vaccine equals 30. So I'm there with 30 numerology, 57 days, you see what I'm saying? A boy. We get 3 numbers for vaccine, all tightly coded in this ritual. And you want maybe make this video? This is an additional piece of propaganda from what I saw a few days ago out of Wisconsin. And Wisconsin and tetanus both something 44. I'm just showing you they're paying 44 again. This one's now about measles. Wisconsin man exposed to measles violated quarantine to go to the gym. I want to see what gym sum to. But I like how this is on March 6th. They're publishing this. Gym equals 36. 3/6. Talking about him going to the gym.
Years after it was virtually considered.
Here's my thing about vaccines and all this hype and scare shit. Okay, if the whole point of having a vaccine is if you're vaccinated, you become protected and or immune from the disease for at least a brief period of time until it mutates, then shouldn't all the children in school that are vaccinated just be protected from the unvaccinated kids? I know you're saying, no, dumbass, like it's to further protect everyone and, the vaccines don't work. Of course they don't fucking work all the time. No shit. When people are trying to take this poison, I'm not going to sit here and talk about why you shouldn't take vaccines. I think it's obvious. You can call me an anti-vaxxer. No, I just don't trust the shit inside them. They obviously don't work. There's obviously a lot of questions surrounding them. There's obviously a lot of crap that does happen to people who do take them. And how is it my problem or authority to tell a parent what to do? They have the choice to do what they need to do for the best interest of their family. I'm just here showing you how this coded propaganda from the federal government, how they want you to take all these vaccines. And just think about it. This is the season. Like, I think it's right now we're in flu season, but regardless of what season we're in, we've been getting a lot of vaccination propaganda. So before I keep ranting and going on about that, because I want to break out the flow, but this guy's 57 years old. Prosecutors filed charges against Jeffrey Morowski, 57. So he's 57 years old. Now we get boy spending 57 days. Vaccine equals 57. And here's always my thing, right? Why are they putting out all this propaganda? Here we get this guy, suing his mom because he got vaccinated at 18 against his mother's will, and now he's pressing charges. That's fake news propaganda. We get these stories. Why couldn't we get these kind of, spread out as we've been going on? Like, I know there's always been spots of this, even for years, but like, I was thinking back to, maybe August, September, October. Why weren't we getting like a whole bunch of vaccine propaganda? And now we just get all this just like at once. Because it's fake news. That is why. 21 days, Saturn 21. They like to use these Saturnian numbers with the whole flu vaccine stuff. Blood sacrifice equals 1, 2, 1. I don't know what quarantine sums to. But yes, you can be quarantined in this country. Guys, the police, the government can do anything they want to you. I'm sick of people thinking that they have constitutional rights. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you should always be fighting for stuff like that and trying to not be oppressed, but like, no. Fuck who? Because with the constitutional rights, with the amendment, that's all the federal government giving you bullshit.
In the U.S.,
you don't need the federal government to give you any sort of rights, any sort of amendments, any sort of anything. We just need to completely get rid of these people.
Measles is making a comeback. What we're seeing.
Measles is making a comeback. So I guess that's my whole point, though. Like,
on the charts that we.
You know what I mean? Like, if I got my children vaccinated and send them to school, I wouldn't worry. And I'm saying, okay, they're vaccinated, they're protected from this thing. Why else? Why the fucking send them and pay to get them vaccinated? That's my whole fucking point, which I don't get. I know someone will lay some retarded scientific reason as to why everyone should be vaccinated and why even if someone's not, how it will still. Well, then the vaccines don't fucking work, right? I mean, isn't that the whole point? Like, if you're vaccinated, you're protected, at least somewhat. So if an unvaccinated person goes, shouldn't the vaccinated people be safe? Isn't that a simple question? And if the answer is no, then why can't we then develop some sort of technology or vaccination? If you really fucking want vaccines, I don't see anything good with them. I'm all for actually like just building an immunity to certain things, finding alternative ways. A lot of people think vaccines are really what, stop this, stop that, but they don't think like there's other factors involved, sanitation, stuff like that. People just go straight to saying, oh, because of vaccines, there's no more polio. But then you have the federal government put up propaganda saying, oh, polio found in this country, It's like, well, so did it get rid of anything? I can go on all day. I just think people who are quick to use the word anti-vaxxer and are quick to just bash anyone who's against any sort of vaccine. I think those people are just retarded. Like, they're not thinking it through. Like, they could even think it through, still support vaccines, but they should at least like see what someone else is coming from. But no, they just straight to jump on the anti-vaxxer bandwagon. Guys, anti-vaxxer, chemtrails, they're the same type of thing. There are words that, yes, they're true, as in there are trails of chemicals in the sky sprayed by the government. There really should be a legit reason to be anti-vaccinations, but they're so demonized terms. If someone called you an anti-vaxxer, it's like that really gets people going. These are specifically termed things put in your face in the media. MMR, we saw a lot of this MMR propaganda recently. Oh, you can't forget his wife's 58 years old. That's what I'm saying. He's 57, his wife's 58. Scottish Rite 57. Freemasonry equals 58. Freemason 42. Even look, CDC is giving us 57.214 HPS influenza vaccination summary. Vaccine 57. The CDC practices numerology. Wait, maybe I don't know what a vaccine is. Maybe a vaccine is not supposed to protect you from the virus. I'm not even trying to be facetious. I'm really not. It sounds like I am. Or funny, but like seriously, I mean, if the whole point of taking the thing is to acquired immunity, active acquired immunity to a particular disease. So that's what I'm saying. If you send your kids to school with their vaccines because you think that's the way it should be for them, why does it matter if someone else who's not vaccinated goes? Because shouldn't you be protected? And if you're not, then the shit you're taking just doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. You fucking get it, you fucking dumb, retarded, goy idiots. I know you're trying to be even safer. You know, why even have the contaminant around? I mean, you don't even know how exactly the whole mechanisms work. I'm just saying, like, that's my take on the whole thing. If vaccines were so fucking good, then get your kid vaccinated, send his ass to school, and shut the fuck up. Because he should be fine. He should be protected from the people who choose not to have terrible things happen to their kids. They don't want to take the risk. You know? I'm sorry, I don't have the best of luck in my life either. Things don't align for me so well all the time where, you know, things are smooth sailing. So I don't take unnecessary risks. And if something as understudied and as propaganda as is vaccines, like to me it's an unnecessary risk. Like, I'm sorry, people don't know as much about them as they think they do. I know I got a lot of negativity from some people. Dude, vaccines are this, they're that. They're like, okay then. Again, answer my question then. If then why don't they fucking work? And if they work, then why can't you just send your kid to school and shut up? Like, that's just my thing. You know, look, this actor really seems from rubella. I don't know. She's probably this is probably a real picture. I mean, guys, it's Wikipedia. But here we get the red and blue pillars of Freemasonry. Could be a picture from CIA. I don't know. Rubella, guys, this stuff's all named from the government. Don't be surprised if they created some of these. You know, death numbers. Rubella, 118, like death. Sacrifice, 46. Kill, 26. Death, 20. 71, the 20th prime number. See, they name all this shit. Cancer gives you 118. All in that trope. It's 26. Rubella, 118, 26. And sacrifice, 46. Death, 20. 71, 20th prime. I don't think measles. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. I think they really all do. Guys, again, these are named by these Zionist Jews. Measles equals 20. Rubella, 71, the 20th prime. Killing equals 74. 115, 43. So does Masonic. And understand, this is why we get all out of this measles propaganda. This is why they talk more about measles than rubella. You know, obviously for other believability reasons. Like, I don't think rubella is a big thing in America. But measles, 74, 20, 115, 43, like Masonic. They're making sure that you know this is Masonic propaganda. You know, measles, does that also equal 38? I'm sure some of this propaganda came out on 3/8. I know there's a boy vaccinated, or the 57 boy that was yesterday. I'm not sure if that was measles. I don't remember. I don't think it was. But how long have we gone? 14 minutes, yeah. So I think it's a simple question, and I mean, I looked up the definition. If vaccines are meant to make you immune, then why are all these outbreaks still happening to people who are vaccinated? You know, you're vaccinated, you send your kid to school, they still get sick. It's because the vaccine didn't fucking work, you dumb motherfucking retard. It is that simple. If it fucking worked, like they said it would, your fucking child would have been immune. Who cares if the contaminant's there? The whole point of the vaccine is there's going to be the contaminant around anyway. You're going to have the vaccine to protect you. More than look at this, health.ny.gov. See, this is a stat from .gov, from the federal government. .gov is official software from the federal government. That is exactly what they mean. Hosting it here online. More than 57 million people have been given the vaccine. You see what I'm saying? Vaccine equals 57. You can do this for a lot of the words. You can just type in the number, the word, and you can see all the articles related to that. And again, here's the boy from Oregon. Oregon, the 33rd state, equals 74. Measles equals 74. And again, this is tetanus, but they're coding the same numbers. It's at all this propaganda. Mumps. I hope mumps doesn't have. They should break the pattern. Maybe mumps doesn't some of the killing, sacrifice stuff. Kill 26. You see this? Mumps 26. Rubella 26. Cancer 26. Guys, the Zionist Jew Freemasons, the Jesuit order, they give you these names, these diseases. And I'm sure they create some of them, facilitate some of them. I use the word some conservatively, very conservatively. It could be a whole lot more than some. Mumps. Kill 28, 26, Chaos 19. Guys, this gang is a virus. There's a Zionist Jew virus. Virus equals 20. Guys, these are viruses. Virus equals 26. Cancer's not a virus, but it does have viral properties for how it spreads. Cancer 44. You see what I'm saying? Sacrifice 46. This is clear evidence. A lot of these viruses have the 26, rubella, mumps. Guys, I don't know what else to say. I'm not making any of this shit up. Just buy the numbers. Deaths following vaccination. What does the evidence show? I mean, I wouldn't trust this for anything. But, I mean, even then, they're telling you, because even the government who lies to you all the time is telling you that people die. People get, sick, and guys, I'm not trying to, promote fear porn, but you see what happens. There's legit cases of people being fucked up by vaccines. And it's not just you get a little cough, a cold, you sneeze. No, eat your skin away, all sorts of shit. It makes you autistic as fuck. I don't even want to begin to name the things that can happen. Why can't we study these things? Why can't we try to figure out why these things are happening to some people? What alternatives can we use? No, all they're trying to do is get vaccinated. So that they keep dividing you. And again, if vaccines are so fucking good, I will ask this so many times, they're so fucking good, then why can't you just get your kid vaccinated and leave other people alone? Because again, your kid should be fine. They're vaccinated. Your faith in the vaccine. Oh, because viruses mutate. Well, yeah. Well, then, again, vaccine doesn't fucking work. So why take the risk? Someone's going to say, this guy's so dangerous. He's telling everyone not to get vaccinated. No, I'm saying to make your own decisions, make your own choices. And do I recommend putting yourself at risk, poison yourself from the government? No. But it's your choice. Next 5 to 7 years. I like how they do this. I like how the search engine gives you 5 to 7 when you search 57. First off, it just shows, guys, when this gang codes this, they mean 57. Because the search engine even brings it up. And because I've showed one of my friends years ago, it was with a sports score. So yeah, this team went, this and this. He's like, it's that and that. It's not the actual number. I'm like, dude, they're representing the number. But yeah, people will argue that this is not supposed to be 57. That it's 5 and 7. They try to get all exact. That's what I mean by mental retardation. You have to be retarded to actually think like that, to not be able to make that sort of connection. There's really something wrong. That's literally a sign of mental retardation. I'm not kidding. I'm not being funny. It's exactly what it is. Why do you think I call them retarded goyim? Exactly what they are. Alright, so this clearly can turn to a vaccination rant. I mean, I have no children. I don't really even have much vested interest personally, but I don't need to. I think about other people. I've seen, when I see this stuff about how vaccines can just destroy people, that stuff does touch me. It's these people were tricked into taking this shit because other people pretty much forced them to. The schools forced them to. Society forced them to. And now their child, again, they don't just have a cold. They don't. That's the worst part. They get permanent shit that fucks their life up for the rest of their life. Like, it's irreversible damage. Why would you want to risk that? You know. Who should get the HPV vaccine? This is just all government recommendations. I mean, it's up to you to read. Is the HPV vaccine safe? Yes. I don't know. I'm sure you can find cases of how it's fucked up some people. What are the side effects of the HPV vaccine? Low-grade fever, dizziness, and nausea. Might faint after getting the vaccine, which is not uncommon when young people get shots. Also, they're blaming the shots? No. Shots don't hurt. Guys, once you're over like 5 years old, you don't really care about shots anymore. And they're saying preteens and teens are fainting. I don't know. Could be the rush of the bullshit inside the chemicals. Who should not be vaccinated? Anyone who has ever had a life-threatening allergic reaction to any component of HPV vaccine. So how do you know if you've had that? You see what I'm saying? How do you know? So you have to have a life-threatening allergic reaction first before you know you should not be vaccinated. Guys, that's so fucking backwards. Do you see why I hate the federal government? Do you see why I hate all this propaganda? Do you see why I'm just trying to be logical going through this? Guys, don't be surprised to take this video down saying that I'm promoting anti-vaccination. No, guys, I'm promoting self-thought. I'm promoting make your own decisions. Don't listen to some retarded program goy idiots, to tell you to do what you need to do. Not recommended for pregnant women. That's what I'm saying, guys. If vaccines were so fucking safe and chill, why can't a pregnant woman take it? Because there's a lot of poisons and toxins in the fucking vaccine that's bad for the baby. It is obvious. Guys, we're fighting all the truth right here from the New York government. They're telling you right here. The CDC will tell you the same thing. I'm sure this is all propaganda from the CDC. Yeah, but they're just presenting it to us. It's the same, guys. CDC, New York, Ohio, doesn't matter. England. Guys, if you're over in England and Germany and Australia, Netherlands, the CDC, the health ministry in England, it's the same thing. The CDC is yours. It's not for only Americans. It is a one world order. 343 to Cuba Saturn, that's our initials. One world order, Freemasonic government. Howard Zucker, MD, commissioner. Probably some Zionist Jew. I'm sure it's by the numbers. The key of David pattern. Howard Zucker, MD, gives you these kill death numbers. Sacrifice 170. Death 27 and 20th prime. I'm about to close this video because I do not feel like stopping, and that's not good. Because I'm just going to keep going. It's supposed to be a really quick video. Boy spent 47 agonizing days in ICU. And on day 57, he was released. People will call this pareidolia. See, like this, I see this 57 here, but I don't really see, this right here could just be a coincidence. Could just be a 57, Pareidolia will probably be trying to make this work too, but this doesn't look like it's from the government. I mean, it is, but it might not be. I mean, it's not .gov. Like, I don't have exact evidence showing this is straight from them. It's not called vaccine, 57. It's this. This might not even be part of exactly this. You know what I mean? I logically see if this really makes sense. And if it doesn't really, then I just leave it alone. I don't say this is the government coding 57 right here. Although, always could be, but I don't have, you know what I mean? Or just answer. I think this is just a guy asking. You see what I'm saying? It's not pareidolia. You get just context. I think that some guy just came. He's 57. This happens, of course. But then you see this, military courts. Well, okay, it's like, well, it's from the military, just like where all this other propaganda is coming from. And then it's about vaccine, United States versus Washington, 57. This becomes more, Scottish Rite, 57, George Washington became president at 57. And then the stuff like this, the boy, and you see it's from the mainstream media, boy, 57 days with measles, 57-year-old, the police were involved in that, going to the gym, it was just a stupid reason, you know what I mean? Then you can tell. Health.com is the Zionist Jews, it's the Freemasons, it's the Jesuit order. So you know the source, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to show you the context to learn the difference, that not every little 57 with vaccine on the internet is from this gang. There's a context to everything. That's the difference between pareidolia and Zionist Jew, Freemasonic, Jesuit order programming. Peace out.